All right, cool. We're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. It's Sunday, so you know what that means. We're planning for the week ahead, and I'm very excited for the week coming up. So, as usual, just give me like a couple seconds to send out the link to the community so we can just get started. All right. Boom. Live. All right. Sent it out. All right, cool. So we're live. All right, bet. Welcome back, guys. Of course, if you have any pairs that you guys want me to go over, just send it right in the comment section. I will go over it as we go. And as you can see, I'm in the crib today. It's snowing, so I'm not trying to go outside. It was slow for that. But yeah, that's the beauty of Forex, though. You can do Forex anywhere. All you need is a laptop and an internet connection, and you're straight. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it. So GJ, all right, my favorite pair, slowly dying down on me. All right. As you can see, we are very, very elevated. All right. JPY for the past couple of weeks has been very, very weak. All right. And I kind of didn't expect that because usually JPY and USD kind of correlate with each other. So when JPY is weak, USD is weak. When USD is strong, JPY is strong. But it's seasonality. It's a seasonality issue. So in the beginning of the first couple of months, usually February, January and February, USD starts to gain strength and JPY is just normal. So yeah, that's a factor of that. GU is just ranging like that because GBP is strong and USD is strong. But yeah, just back to GA real quick. So my plan for the week is basically trying to catch this counter trend. Like I wanted the counter trend last week, but it didn't happen. Strength took over. So 145,000 is a good it's a good place for a counter trend to start. So I would love to see something like this. Like I need a little role reversal on top. So that kind of trend can start to unfold. So something like this, double top as usual, right? Maybe come down, not maybe test out this last lower low, or come all the way down, test that mid level for a lower high. This will be a nice calm entry right here for a sell, right? And then just keep pushing it down. This could be our TP, but I'm looking like since it got more elevated, I'm looking for it to come all the way down here for the week. But that's just depending on GBP strength because after that NFP announcement, GBP gained a lot of strength. So I don't know if this is the start of not a start, a continuation of the uptrend. So we just have to see and wait. We have to be patient and see what price is actually giving us when the market does open. It's kind of hot in here. 1 second, guys. Oh, it's hot. All right, back to it. But yeah, like I was saying, I need a counter trend so I can actually buy at a better price because right now I'm not even comfortable buying it. Like if it does come down at 144, I'm not even comfortable at buying it at 144, to be honest with you, because all this imbalance was made. Like this has to get tested out. I would love for this to be, filled, and this looks like a good base for, a counter trend to be ended at and then start pushing back up for a buy. But like I said, that's all depending on strength between the two currencies. So just pay close attention to the currency strength. I also did a little something different. All right, this is an index for each pair for the strength. So if you guys would want this on your charts, like for me, I have my regular chart right here, and then I open another tab for all my indexes. It's just telling you the strength between each pair. So EUR currency, the euro currency, is just EXY. So if you guys want to type it out. I also send it in the chat as well, in the app. But for the euro currency, it's gonna be EXY, and you can put on a 4 hour for, you know, the overall look. Right, you can put on 1 hour, 15 minutes. I usually keep it on 4 hour or 1 hour, just get the overall look of the strength. The US dollar is DXY right here, DXY. The British pound is BXY, and the yen is JXY. All right, and I got my charts like this by coming over here to the top right here. Select layout, and you can select any layout you would like. All right, I should have it on here. I like this better. So yeah, you can have it vertical. You can have it in 4 squares. You know, you can have it as whatever you want, whatever you prefer. But I don't know why it was in squares. I wanted mine vertical. So make sure they're all in the same time frame. If you're gonna use different time frames, just make sure you're aware. But yeah, I always use a 4 hour for these. But it's just giving you like the strength for each separate currency, so you can get a better look at what's actually going on. All right. So that's a little tip for you guys if you guys would like to use it. But back to GJ. But yeah, like I was saying, I want the counter trend to be over here. So that's my plan A. So I would like a nice counter trend down here. This could test out, like this is a possible double bottom. As you can see, you got to push up right here. So this could be, you know, a counter trend TP. If you guys are going for sales, right? I'm probably gonna scalp this down for sales too, just to get some bread off of it. But the real goal is for that buy, that big push up. So I want the price to fall down as low as it can go, and then I want the price to start buying up again so I can hop back in it. Like you all know, like I could not get into any entries really on GJ. It was just flying. So I just want a proper entry so I can at least get some pips off of it. I need all these pips back. Like how much did I miss out of them? Like it started off over here. I remember this range too. I missed all of that. Like I missed so much. 500 pips I missed out on because it just flew by. I just need a better structure on this one. But it's all good. That's what we're setting up for the next opportunity. All right. So first it can get a double bottom right here and continue up, but I'm not really looking for that. I'm looking for this to hold right here. This will be my aggressive TP right there. All right. TP1 will be right here. TP2 will be right there. All right. So I want that to go down, like for the days individually. Maybe Sunday when the market opens, it's already close to that resistance point, that sell price. So once it does that, maybe leading into Asian, leading into Asia session, leading into London session, we can look for this double top or some type of role reversal. You know, consolidation could be one. But mainly we're just looking for that lower low to happen. We need a lower low and lower high to happen, and then we can get into to that pair for a sell. All right. So once that happens, right, this could be, you know, the trade for Monday, right? This is the calm 100 pips. So there could be a trade for Monday, right? Maybe going into Tuesday, right? Asian fade up to the mid level, or maybe back up here to try to double top on a higher time frame. Not even double top, triple top on a higher time frame. But I doubt it. If it does go up there, I'm pretty sure it's gonna break, because as you can see here, this is support. So if it does bounce off this pretty well and keep going up, I'm gonna buy the dip on top of the 145. But I'm not gonna buy this just because it's there. I'm not comfortable buying it. So I'll just wait for that 145 to be broken, if anything. But yeah, like I said, I want that counter trend. So I'm just gonna go for sells. I'm gonna scalp it down for sells. So once the price hits this mid level, maybe Monday Asia session leading into Tuesday, right? We can start to see the push going down. All right. Probably get our TP by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday morning. All right. And then as we go, Wednesday, London session, Asia session, Asian fade, London session down, does this thing. And then we probably got to end up here on Thursday, preferably Thursday or Friday. Yeah, I like Thursday better so I can get some piss in before the weekend. But if anything, I'm just gonna try to front run it, try to get into it before the pair actually takes off on Friday. If it does end up there at the end of the week. But overall, by the end of the week, I hope to see 142 being hit and then maybe set up the next week for, you know, buys if it doesn't happen earlier. So this move is a good, I think 300 pips maybe. We're passing through 3 levels, so yeah, 300 pips. Word. So this would be good for a counter trend. So I think I have my bias for this week. I might go a little bearish until I see anything other than lower lows and lower highs. So yeah, I think I got my bias for this week. But like I said, like this doesn't have to happen, right? We can we always do other options so we can be prepared and ready for the next move. All right. So like I said, if this 145 level is not being held, then you can look to see big push ups after that. Actually, let's hop on the, nah, actually, hold on. All right, cool. So if we're right here, like I really doubt it's gonna break. I really doubt it's gonna break this at the market open. But if it does, like anything can happen. If it does, look for that pullback and then continue it to usually 146. But let's just see if there's any resistance before that. Hop on the daily chart, reset. And the last point was 146,700. Let's just scroll out a little bit more. All right, cool. Now we're seeing some action up there. 148. I want to see a solid resistance. The 150 looks good. I'm coming off 146. Let me see something. Hide that. 146, 147, 150. I'm just looking for places of conflict that we can have on a higher time frame, because currently on a lower time frame we have nothing. Like we're clear for all up, but obviously we have to look at every time frame as we're trading. So I'm on the daily right now to see if there's any you know, any key resistance that I should look out for in case that 145 level is being broken. But I'm not really looking out. Like the highest I'm looking for, I'm looking at is like 148, possibly 150. But I'm trying to see if 146 is being affected much, and I don't really see it. Just intertwining. It's not really nothing. So I think I'm just gonna play it by ear if it does break 145. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it by day if it does break 145. But like I said, I highly doubt that. If it does break 145, it's probably gonna be maybe in the middle of the week once it hits 143. Like I said, that double bottom will be created and we have back on the 4-hour. Reset my chart. So I can delete this now. So just keep it back in your hand. I'm gonna delete it as I go. My first plan is a counter trend down to 142,000. All right. So my next plan, my next option could be, right, you know, price to come down to 143, like I was saying, right? Resistance right here, broke through, become support. Now we could take it up past this. Like if it hits this, continues up, it could potentially break that or just double top. Okay, so potentially break this. And be careful with these two, because sometimes price just breaks through a level and then you may think, all right, cool, this is my move, this is my shot to get in, but it just comes straight back down. So you got to be very careful. Just because it breaks doesn't mean get in the trade. That makes no sense. You got to wait for the confirmation. You got to be, you know, patient about this. So once it comes down, like just because it touches it either doesn't mean it's a good entry. You got to make sure you're at the right time. If it's close to London, if you're in Asian session 2, that's good because it's gonna carry out in London. You gotta make sure the wicks are appropriate for each time frame. So like if you see multiple wicks on a 15-minute, that's fire. If you see a big wick on a 1 hour, that's fire. Right? Even on a 4-hour, the 4-hour you're not gonna even trade the wick, because on a lower time frame you're gonna be inside the wick. You're gonna be trading that wick. If that makes sense. So what I mean by this is like, pick a candle. All right, I'm just gonna make believe like, pretend this is at a resistance point, right? This is a big wick on the 4-hour, right? Mind you, this is multiple candles in this 4-hour on smaller time frames. So you're actually trading this wick in these smaller time frames. So if the price was wicking up here, you're actually trading this pair as is wicking on a 4-hour on a lower time frame, if that makes sense. And stop me if I'm confusing any of you guys. Just ask questions if anything. But yeah, that's what I mean. So make sure on a lower time frame, especially that you're getting multiple wicks. All right, not the 5 minute. The 5 minute is cool, but I use a 5 minute for like re-entries and stuff. I don't really use a 5 minute for like my first entry. I want to wait for that nice confirmation on the 15 minute. If you guys want to wait for the hour confirmation, that's fine. You're just gonna have a little a bigger risk to reward ratio, but it shouldn't be that drastic. So yeah, if it does hop off this 144 level, it can turn up or double top like right here, double top right here, and then do my counter trend like I was saying. All right, could be like that. Now the next buying opportunity would be 143. Let me do the trend. I don't want to be lazy with this. So the next buying opportunity could be 143, but at this point, price is already falling. So you got to be very, very, very careful with this because we don't buy drops. All right, we buy dips. All right, so this right here, this is a drop. This is a drop. So it's kind of gets confusing at times, but it's really simple. When price is trending down, right? Even the market is not yet bearish, but price is bearish. You cannot buy that yet. All right, you're gonna have to wait for the double bottom consolidation, high low situation. Okay. So with this, you gotta be more careful. Okay. So once you're looking at price, when it gets to 143, you need that double bottom or whatever on a lower time frame. You're not gonna get it on a higher time frame because you already got it on a higher time frame because as you can see here, it pushed up from this level. That was because of the non-farm payrolls and stuff. But yeah, at this point I thought it was gonna tank, but I forgot. Like you guys can see my last my Friday recap. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, you need that double bottom, high situation, high low situation, roll reversal right there. And by roll reversal, I mean changing direction. So the direction of price is going up now. So once it hits this, that would be a roll reversal. And then we heading back up. All right. So if you guys plan to buy at 143, this is what you need to look for. If any level actually, like once price is dropping, you need it's the same routine over and over again, right? You just need a double bottom, high, low, and then we out. But like I said, I want that to really hit 142. But I'm prepared to buy it at 143 if it does do that. So that's why we have options. That's why we have plans. So we won't have to miss anything. All right. All right. So that could be another option, right? And then the last option, which I was telling you guys, is at 142, coming all the way down, trending up. Like this is the start of the uptrend now. So I would love for this to hit by the end of the week, if not earlier. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. So that's my plans for GJ. Does anybody have any questions before I move on to this to the next pair, GU? Any questions? Any questions? No? But GU. So GU was pretty much untradeable this past couple of weeks because GBP is strong and USD is strong. USD is supposed to be weak right now, but seasonality pushes USD to have strength in the beginning of the year. So it's all good. We're just going to plan for March, basically. But yeah, as you can see, we're ranging right now. So if you guys were in this trade, like trading this, I mean, yeah, you could have got some pissed, but it's really like it's gonna mess up your head because it's gonna get confusing at times because there's not really high highs and high lows being created. There's no trend right here. There's no trend. So it's just going up and down within the range. So if you're just buying it in the range, and you're willing to, sacrifice your bread for this, is I don't know. I want to participate in this, to be honest with you. That's why I don't really like ranges. That's why I'm really waiting for a breakout. So let's just jump right into the plan then. But yeah, I need that breakout. So GU is a little bit more like easier to trade. I don't really expect a counter trend from it. If you do get that counter trend, maybe 1.3600 could be a level to hold. But nonetheless, I'm looking for a breakout, to be honest with you. So as you can see, this is major resistance right here. This mid-level major resistance. It's also a quarter level too. So 37500. I don't really use these too much, but that is also a quarter level. So there's a mid level, major level, and quarter level. Major levels are the 000s. The mid levels are the 500s, and it so happens to be this is also a quarter level, 7 500s. So any 7 500s, those are the quarter levels. Those are also important, but I don't really pay too much close attention to those. But nonetheless, we have it. So as you can see, this is major resistance. So we need that breakout, test down, and then potentially break this 1.3800 level. And I have this marked up because, like I said, for a couple of weeks now, this 1.3800 level hasn't been touched in years. Like I think the last time it got touched was 2018. So I don't know if that matters. I really don't know if that matters. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. So I'm just paying close attention to that because it can have a significant output on our trade. So for that break, this is a good entry though, nonetheless, because you can just get into it. That's a comp 50 pips up to the next level. If you want to take your profit, you can. Me personally, when I get this entry, I'm trying to hold it for as long as possible, as long as making higher highs and higher lows. So if I do get this entry, I'm jamming my stop, and if it breaks this major level, I'm getting into it again, so I can actually make my bread, so I can compound my account. So I have two plans for GU. I'm trying to do the same thing with GJ too, but GU especially, I need that break and retest, push back up, down, up. My first entry, I'm gonna hold it for as long as I can, right? Keep pushing my stop loss up until it actually comes down, and then I'm getting my re-entry for my day-to-day earnings. So my re-entry will be right here, right, to the next level, possibly 139. And might as well mark it right now. Clone. $139. All right, possible TP. Right. At this point, I'm gonna take my profit on this entry, not this entry, but this entry. And then as price keeps pushing up, I'm just gonna keep moving my stop loss to the next major level. All right. So it's just something I'm trying to do to, try to stay disciplined and hold my profits for a little longer, because I've been noticing like trades just be going. Like it doesn't have to stop at 100 pips. It doesn't have to stop at 50 pips. It doesn't have to stop at 20 pips. It just keeps going. As long as it's, doing a structure thing, then we're straight. So it's gonna test out my mind. It's gonna test out my patience, and I'm ready for it. So let's do it. But yeah, so that's the first option we can have, right? I hope this breaks up and comes back down, right? Even though like it can do this right here, high or low, right? Doesn't make a high yet, high or low, bounce off this 1.3700 level and just take off, right? So I think that's a better plan, to be honest with you. So you can have multiple entries on this, so 3 entries possibly. So I'm gonna tell you the most aggressive entry, right? The most aggressive entry would be right here. I wouldn't take it personally because, as you can see, we're still in a range. So I don't really trust it. I'm not trusting that. But if you guys want to, just cut down your lot size if you want. Put your regular lot size if you want. Just be mindful that you're still in the range. So if this does make a higher low, you can expect to see that push up, push back down, up, down, and then we're out of there. All right. So possibly you're gonna have that. That would be a better plan, to be honest with you, because it is gonna open up near that resistance. So to be honest, like once price opens up at resistance, it tends to go down. Like when the market opens, it tends to just bounce off that resistance and try to make that higher low, or just tank from there. But yeah, that's my second option for GBP USD. And I know I'm deleting this just to make my charts cleaner. Later on, I'll send this obviously in the community so you guys can participate in this trade as well. Okay. Let's see. Second plan, we can just keep ranging, right? Which I don't want, but that's a possibility. Until we get to March, once USD loses strength, I'm expecting USD to lose strength. Hopefully in the beginning of March, but most definitely the middle of March. St. Patrick's Day probably, I think, because that's the Fed meeting, right? I'm trying to get in the hang of things with macroeconomics. So what I'm getting at is when every time a Fed meeting is occurring, right? That usually means the USD is gonna shift directions. So shift strength, shift something. So I'm just gonna pay attention to that. I think the next March meeting is St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. But as I go along, obviously, I'm gonna inform you guys on how I'm doing with the macroeconomics thing, because that's also a big thing when you're trading as well. All right, but back to the technical analysis. The second option could be, uh, keep ranging, but could break out of this range and tank, which I don't want that to happen either. But not even tank, maybe counter trend down here. Yeah, I don't even know, because GU is a mess. GU is a mess, actually. I just really want that breakout. So if it does so happen counter trend, like I said, I'm looking for 1.3600 to hold. As you can see, rejection right here, big rejection right there. Kind of intertwined, but nothing really serious right there. Yeah, I probably want this to hold. If this doesn't hold, probably down to 1.3500. As you can see, resistance right there. Maybe just mid level too. But to be honest, I need this to be held in order for me to get back in. Right. If it does fall, which I don't really think it's gonna fall, because GBP just recently gained a lot of strength from that monetary policy statement. Really looking for a big push up from all GBP pairs. So to be honest, I only have one plan, one or two plans. I just need a break of this range. Like once it breaks either way, then I can start planning. To be honest with you, because I really want this to go up. So I'm not really trying to plan for sells. Because if I do plan for self, I'm going to go into it, and I know it's going to be a nonsense ass play. I'm not trying to do that. So I'm just planning for buys then. So GU, I need a breakout of I need a high low right there for the first confirmation. Another high low right there, second confirmation. This is where my first entry will be. Push back up, second entry right here. Let me just draw it up. Second entry right there, and then we're out. It's pretty much my only option for GU right now. But yeah, anybody have any questions on that before I move on to EU? EU is kind of my backup plan because GBP USD hasn't really does nothing right now. So EU is my backup right now. But I guess we can move on. So EU, right? As you can see, we're on a big downtrend. My plan for EU is buying it at 1900, price willingly. So as you guys can see, we're at this resistance right here at this mid level, 1.2055 500. I think after this, it's gonna tank down to 1900 and then start buying again. So after that big push up from Friday, right? I decided to plan this out by seeing this as a huge resistance. As you can see, a huge resistance. So I'm expecting it to go down all the way down to this 1900 level. And as you can see, support right here, right? Support right here, maybe by Wednesday. But like I said, it's probably still a little early because USD is still strong. So I really need to see USD weaken before I can even buy any USD pair. And like I said, that's like probably mid-March, hopefully early March, but mid-March most def. Because this is only like 100 pips, so I don't think it's gonna go down, but it might go down further. So that's 145 pips. That can happen in like 2 days, 3 days. So I don't know. You just gotta wait for price. You have to wait for strength to come out. But nonetheless, like I'm really ready. I'm really waiting for this to hit off, right? Come back down here to 1900. If I get that double bottom in high low situation, I'm definitely gonna buy that. Another buy option could be this right here, which I doubt is gonna happen because it's very early. But we have to plan for everything. It comes back off this resistance, comes down for a higher low, As you can see, this is support right here. And also we had a role reversal under here, but this could be, you know, a higher time frame role reversal. So right on this major level. So if you get this, right, and then price rejects off this major level, this is a dip right here, so it's a good price. We can look to see, you know, price keep pushing up potentially maybe hitting this 100 level, and then maybe doing my counter trend. If it does break this 1.2100 level, then we might just start trending up. So right there, if it breaks at this point, market will probably push up. Okay, but nonetheless, I really want that 1900 to be hit. If I do get the double bottom, all right, boom. As you can see, it's repeatable every time. Just need that reversal pattern, that 1, 2, 3, and then I can start buying again. At any of these levels, if I get a 1, 2, 3, probably gonna buy it, right? More specifically, 1.2 thousand or 1900. Now, if it goes lower than 1900, let's see. Yeah, I think you see all this resistance right here. That's why I have it. All this resistance. So this is the first option. Obviously, you can see this big push down, right, from this 1.200 level, 2000 level. That's why I was saying that could be a first option for a buy, but it's a little too early for that. And then my next option is 1900 level. So, or it can go, if it does go past the 1900 level, my next price and my absolute last price for buying this would be 1800. So right here, as you can see, the bottom of the range. All right, but hopefully price willing and strength willing, like 1900 will be held or 2000 will be held. But I don't really want 2000 to be held because I'm trying to scalp this down to 1900. Right, because 1900 is a good amount of pips. I think it's how much, like 150 maybe. Yeah, 150. Wow, I'm nice with this 150. All right, bet 150 pips I can potentially make off this sell if it does reject off this mid level, right? And market's about to open in 2 hours, so we can, you know, expect to see that in 2 hours. But yes, for EU, there's any questions on EU before I move on? I got a new pair that I want to try out. Is it not here? I gotta refresh one. I added a new pair, NZD JPY. All right, we'll try it out because it kind of has the same amount of pips that GJ does, and you know JPY behind it is gonna correlate. So another backup pair for myself. Trying to add it, trying to incorporate it with my trading. Where's my watch list at? All right, NZD JPY right here. As you can see, we are elevated. Not as much as GJ is, but we are still making higher highs and high lows. It's a little bit more structured. It's a little bit more structured than GJ. All right, that's why I kind of wanted to kind of turn my focus to this a little bit. But my plan for it is just to keep going up. So I don't know too much about NZD. I'm just going off of strength. I'm not really trying to get into too much NZD practice right now because I'm trying to focus more on my macro shit and then the GBP pairs and USD pairs. I want to, you know, put too much in my brain, so I'm just going off of technical analysis. So I don't want to confuse myself. That's what I mean. But yeah, so as you can see, we're making high highs, high lows, pretty standard. So if you can get this mid-level to hit off again, like we're about to open up on a resistance, so it's not really smart to buy it now. So we need a higher low situation. This little rectangle thing I have marked up is my mid-level. So if this mid-level gets, you know, popped up right here, as you can see, this is resistance on the left right here, support right there. So potentially double bottom off this consolidation zone. So double bottom right there. Push up, push down. Right. Once, you know, this could be aggressive entry for myself right here. Probably gonna get in. Actually, no, never mind. I don't want that because I would have my stop loss to be after. My stop loss would be. Oh no. Even right here, that's 20. Nah, hell no. Nah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm waiting. See, that's the things you have to ask yourself. Like, are you willing to risk your bread on a specific trade? like right here, like I just realized I didn't want to take this trade. I was gonna take this trade, but I realized like it's gonna be my stop loss would have to be like right under this lower this last lower low. I mean this last higher low. So probably 25 pips. I'm not really trying to risk 25 pips on a mid level. So I'll just wait. All right. So I'm gonna just wait, and then I can get that 10 pip stop loss like I always do. But as you can see right here, I'll probably enter right there if price rejects that price. All right, and then my 10 pip stop loss will be right there, 75.900. So if I get that, that would be a better risk reward ratio for myself, and you know I have to stare down my chart and like have major anxiety because I have a 25 pip stop loss and it's the middle of nowhere. So you know what? I'm not gonna try to get into that. So I'm just gonna wait for that confirmation right there. That will be my confirmation. Higher high, second confirmation, higher low, third confirmation. I'm in there for a buy and then I'm gonna let it ride. So potentially I could let it ride to. Now I'm actually gonna take my profit at 77 and then maybe hop on a daily just to see places of conflict. No places of conflict. So, I lied. Well, not near us, but like all the way back in 2019 in March. Right here. What is it? The mid level. So that is the strongest. This is right there. So this mid level is strongest. This is right there, and back in 2019, and we can potentially be near that. We're not near it yet. So let me just mark this up. Major resistance on daily. Just to keep it in the back of my mind so I won't forget. So major resistance on a daily time frame, that could be a huge conflict for us because higher time frames always win. So you just gotta be mindful of that. So where's that? Damn, that's mad close. What the hell? All right, we just have to play it out. But at the same time, like you gotta buy this regardless because it's the right thing to do. No matter if you like have challenges up top, that's okay because you gotta put your stop loss in profit. Not profit. You gotta put your stop loss up. Closer to your entry or at break even. So you should be straight. So you guys just have to take your shot. If you don't take your shot here, and it does go past this resistance right here, then you're gonna be mad at yourself because you didn't take the shot. You never know if you don't take the shot. You feel me? As long as you're doing a job, as long as you're not doing stupid trades, right? Trades you're not supposed to, then you should be straight, right? So yeah, so this confirmation will be good. If it does, tank, like this will be an opportunity for sellers to get into the market. If a higher high is not being created, right? So it can start from here as the market opens. But for a true seller, they want that double top like anybody else, right? So they want to wait for that confirmation. So they want that double top first, lower low, lower high. Potentially, this could be a buying area for bears. I mean for bulls, right? They need that. They need a a double bottom, high low situation. This is why it's very important to pick a bias too, even if it's like week to week, day to day or something. Pick a bias for the day because if you're trying to go for both ways, like as you can see right here, sellers is gonna buy this double top, right? And then you get down here, all right, cool. Then you want buyers. Buyers is looking to buy this price right here as a double bottom. So you gotta pick and choose what you want. You have to fit to the bias and go through with that bias because if you don't, you could potentially lose money in both ways, right? So you gotta be very, very careful. Just be smart. Just be smart with it. Just pick a bias. Even if you haven't flipped a coin, just flip a coin, heads or tails. Heads your bull, tails your seller, and just running with it. You feel me? It's gonna only save you money in the long run. All right, so just be mindful of that. But yeah, for sellers, like mind the double bottom. But if it does pass this 75 level, look for that. Another entry right there. As you can see, resistance, resistance, resistance. All right, another resistance point right there, and continue it down. All right. So that's for NZD Don't usually trade this pip, but this has good pips, as you can see. Like it's short distance right here, just like GJ. So I don't know why I'm just now figuring this out. This is crazy. Like this is another nice pair I would love. Like it's magic. Like look at the length of of NJ. Like 100 pips right there, level to level. GJ about the same. I think GJ is shorter, but nonetheless, that's quick. I like that. I like that. Regular pair with 100 pips in that distance, that's beautiful. And then you got EUR USD, just wider. It's just wider, but it's still a good pair to trade. As you can see, it's wider, but still a good pair to trade. That's why I have it in my backup. With this pair, I could probably put double entries in because the stop loss is not as close as these other pairs. So that's a good thing to have, to be honest with you. Backup plans, backup pairs. So you're not just stuck on one pair, and if that pair don't work, you're not making bread for the day. Feel me? And it's also good practice too, because you can look at different situations on different pairs, so you can be ready for anything if that situation does happen on the main pair. So there's a lot of good things that could happen if you just add another pair. But it's also not ideal for you to confuse yourself. So don't add too many pairs. Just add like for me personally, I trade GJ, GU, EU, and now NJ. So that's probably 4 main pairs I would be trading now. I dabble a little bit with gold too, but gold's at its lowest has been. And these are all just the other GBP pairs I can have. NZD, USD is down there. But yeah, these are my 4 pairs I'm rocking with, 4 or 5 pairs. All right. So anybody have any questions on this NZD JPY before I move on? I might take a look at gold because gold is at its lowest it's ever been. So yeah, I'm back on gold now. Gold was ranging. I wasn't really fucking with it. But it's back at this 1800 level. It's on my buy zone as well. As you can see, right, there was a little consolidation right here, right, and then it just broke down, came up, and then came down again. It didn't come quite to that 1800 level, but that area. All right. So we're back at that same price. Potentially can hit down. I don't know why this is like at a random place. Could be at 750. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. 760, my fault. Yeah, gold is different. All right, bet. All right, bet. So since 1760 could be another point of interest for a buyer to get into this trade. But as you can see, once NFP was done, it did a little push up. So let me hop on an hour. So it did a little push up. Is it about to go? Hold on. So it did make it did hit off this 1800 level, made her high. Now this is being support. I gotta practice timing with gold because gold just moves. It moves in the New York session, but like sometimes it moves other sessions, it moves pretty well too. So where's my rectangle? All right, word. So made that did the push up, high or low. Okay, right on that major level. So I don't know, what was this, 9 o'clock? We love missing trades. We love missing trades. I love missing trades. Boom. All right, so potentially this can go up right now. Damn, Juve, why'd you miss this? I didn't even peep it until Friday when the market closed, and I'm back at it. Damn, that's crazy. It's all good. So my plan would be, if this does keep pushing up, right, we could potentially see this double bottom being created. Maybe test this out again, because the market is about to open too. So could potentially get this 1800 level again. But if it does keep pushing up when the market does open, I need this to be tested out. Boom, and then we're out. You can see support right there. There's a little range right there, but support right there. High, low situation. And I would enter right there, have my 10 pip stop loss. Oh, actually gold counts different. So I think I'm a shorter stop loss. Shorter stop loss for myself. But yeah, that's for gold. I don't really have any more too much plans for gold because I'm not too good with it yet. But from the technical analysis side, like it's the same thing with every pair. It just moves faster, but it's the same conflict, it's the same situation. So like I said, I need that big push up, higher low situation, and keep pushing up. But like I said, USD is still pretty strong compared to other weeks. So you just gotta wait for it. You just gotta be patient with it. So it can potentially come back down to the 1760 level. But yeah, USD is still strong. So like I said, a little early for buys for USD pairs. You just gotta wait it out. So March, early March, mid March. So you will see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Anybody have any questions for anything? Any pairs y'all want me to go over before I hop off this? Any questions? Any confusion? Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right. All right. With that being said, if you guys have no questions, I'm gonna hop off this. Obviously, if any questions, and later on, I'm gonna post this in the community, or you can watch it again for practice, whatever. But if you have any questions later on, hit me up in the community. Tag me in it. Tag me in your posts. Oh, I also have to show you guys how to send your charts in as well, because some people have problems with this too. This is how I send my charts in. So as you can see, this little take snapshot, this little camera right here. Click that one time. Save image. Right click, copy image, go to the community. Boom. I do a little space because share something doesn't go away when I do it. So just do a little space to get rid of that. Paste it, and then boom, just post it right here, and then you can post it right there. All right. So that's how you send in your charts. If you have any questions on the charts, just send it like that. I'll be more than happy to go over with you. Okay. And yeah, so have a great week, guys. Make sure you hit up your position coach. Your position. I'm thinking about football. Hit up your level coach, either me or Carlos, for any classes you guys may schedule. Okay. And yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Deuces.